Okay, sir. Good afternoon to everyone. Today my topic is classification of proteins. Okay, let's start. What is proteins? Proteins are highly complex molecules present in all living organisms. Proteins are made up of amino acid linked by peptide bonds. Once again, proteins are made up of amino acid linked by peptide bonds. It is mainly classified based on function, based on chemical nature and solubility, based on nutritional classification, based on shape. First, moving on to functional classification. It is classified into 7 types: structural protein, contractile protein, catalytic protein, transport protein, regulatory proteins, genetic proteins, and protective proteins. Structural proteins. These proteins provide structural framework for cells and organs. It includes collagen. Next, contractile proteins. These proteins responsible for movement. It includes myosin. Catalytic proteins. These proteins act as a catalyst in metabolic reaction, also called enzymes. It includes pepsin and amylase. Transport proteins. Helps in transport of molecules. Includes albumin. Regulatory proteins. Also called hormonal proteins. It includes insulin. Next is genetic proteins. It provides stability to the DNA structure. It includes histones. And protective proteins. It provides protection. It includes immunoglobulin. Next, chemical nature and solubility. It is mainly classified 3 types: simple protein, conjugated protein, and derived proteins. First, simple protein. Made up of amino acid only. Once again, made up of amino acid only. It is mainly classified into 2 types: globular protein and scleroprotein. Globular proteins includes albumin, globulin, prolamine, histone, globins, and protamines. Scleroproteins include collagen, elastin, and keratin. Next, conjugated protein. Made up of proteins plus non-proteins. Once again, made up of protein plus non-proteins. It includes nucleoproteins, glycoproteins, lipoproteins, phosphoproteins, chromoproteins, metalloproteins. Next, derived proteins. Made up of simple and conjugated proteins. Once again, made up of simple and conjugated proteins. It is classified into 2 types: primary derived proteins and secondary derived proteins. Primary derived proteins includes conjugated proteins, proteins, metaproteins. Next, secondary derived proteins includes proteoses, peptones, polypeptides, and peptides. Next, nutritional classification. It is mainly classified into 2 types: complete proteins and incomplete proteins. Complete proteins. All essential amino acids are present. All essential amino acids are present. Example, egg albumin, milk proteins. Next, incomplete proteins. Some essential amino acid lacking. Some essential amino acid lacking. Example, rice, wheat, nuts, seeds, and beans. Next, classification based on shape. It is mainly 2 types: fibrous protein and globular proteins. Fibrous proteins. Fibrous proteins are also called scleroproteins. They are insoluble high molecular weight fibers without any band of fold. The fibers are long and thin. Example, collagen, elastin, and keratin. Collagen found in cartilage and tendons. Elastin found in elastic tissue such as tendon and arteries. Keratin found in hair, skin, and nail. Next, fibrous globular protein. Globular proteins. It is spherical in shape, rolls in Metabolic reactions, usually soluble as hydrophobic side chains in center of structure. Example, albumin and globulin. This is all about my topic. Finally, I conclude. Today we will discuss about classification of proteins. Once again, I tell you, proteins are highly complex molecules present in all living organisms. It is made up of amino acid linked by peptide bonds. It is mainly classified based on function, based on chemical nature and solubility, based on shape, and based on nutritional classification. Thank you. Class is over. Sir.
So based on